in Sacramento today, basically to do mostly a house blessing, but some validation work as well. This particular home was a rental home, and the owners just want a little bit of a leg up, a little bit of help to make it refreshed, renewed, remove the energy of the past, and allow this home to be bright and beautiful for whoever wants to take it over in the future. So far what I've seen, it's a very spacious home, and there's a lot of potential, a lot of beauty. But you know, anytime you have people move in or move out, no matter what type of people they are, they will leave their vibration into a space. And especially if they have affiliations with any kind of other people that are maybe not of the highest vibration, that can affect the space as well and make it feel a little heavier, more uncomfortable, less desirable, which can affect people who want to either rent or own it. And that's not fair. You know, you want a clean slate. And so today we're just going to document a few things, see if we can figure out why it's not quite on point, and just refresh it so everybody can actually enjoy the space and just a fresh start. That's all they really need, is a fresh start. So we're going to walk about and feel the energy of the space, then take some of our meter readings just to see a little bit of what's going on, and then give it a hearty blessing to get it just a good fresh start and get them to start over. We also are blessed to have snacks provided for us, because you know what, we work for food. So hopefully we can figure out what's going on here.
All right.
So let's take a little walk.
Sounds good.
Okay. Before we do the meters, just to get sort of our vibration and sort of how we feel about it, I felt very dizzy and whirly in that front room.
Okay.
Like I was spinning around, I felt really disoriented. It also still feels really heavy with them about. I feel that energy of somebody was kind of loaded a lot, really loaded.
It would seem to be.
Yes, it is. Man, that's a lot of stuff in there too.
Yeah. Is that all the stuff they've still got to get out of here?
Some of it, the rest of it is just going to go out as waste.
Oh, I see.
Man, something feels wrong in there.
It could be some energy attached to property or something.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
For a home that supposedly meant something to them,
You'd wonder, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, it's as if they stopped caring about themselves,
Yeah.
and therefore they just stopped caring about everything else.
I think it was drugs.
Yeah, it's just that there's a sense of, I just don't care, it's whatever. A real lack of accountability and a lack of emotional care. There's actually an older spirit in here, an older energy that is, I mean, the level of disappointment in their face is palpable. A lot of disappointment.
Grandma was here until she was probably 80.
Like, severely disappointed.
Been gone for
Yeah.
2 years.
It actually, like, she's heartbroken.
Yeah.
She's absolutely heartbroken. My ears are ringing in here. They're absolutely ringing in there. I love the purple color though.
Yeah.
You can get the stickers off of all the
Right.
purple room would be alright. Poor door. I need a new door.
Seems so. That's actually cut though. That's not broken. That's been cut.
Well, it just still isn't right. It's just not.
Yeah.
No, in here, I feel like very bouncy, like almost ADHD type of, like really like extreme high vibration, like a hummingbird just pinging all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm like bouncing off, I feel like I'm bouncing off the walls. The vibration completely shifts in here. Totally different from the rest of the house.
Huh.
This is extremely high vibration. Chaotic, manic.
That feels the most inert to me of anything
Yeah,
so far.
it's like a dead zone.
Yeah.
A complete dead zone. Oh, I like the closet. It's a nice big closet. Oh my God. I have words. I have words that I'm going to refrain from saying and
Wow.
that are just not polite.
That's paint, but still.
This is where Grandma lived.
Yeah, no wonder I felt a little disappointed. She's like, you're gonna see why I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed too.
They didn't take care of her,
I
yeah.
don't know why.
Yeah, there's some holes and stuff that's a
I
little
think they're
unusual.
anger holes.
Yeah.
It's not.
So that's where you're feeling a lot of the residual energy. There's a lot of anger in parts of this house.
Yeah, it's. I feel almost a domestic type of thing going
Sure.
on. I feel like a domestic issue. But where does this door go?
I don't know. Backyard maybe?
Oh, so it does.
Yeah.
Go up to the backyard. Huh. That's a very.
Well, no orbs flying around on film so far, so that's always a good thing.
That's good.
I got a lot of residual here is kind of what I get.
It's palpable.
Yeah.
Nice. Something about that that little attic hole right there.
Yeah. It's always the crawl space. Why is it always the attic space? Why?
feel-
Always the attic.
A little attic access, like it has an energetic feel. I wouldn't.
We need to hit that with a smudge.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
It just
for sure.
feels weird.
Alright, Sacramento neighborhood in Lara it's blurring again. Okay, now at least it's locking on the tri-field.
Good.
Yeah, October 21st, 4:35, 4:37 p.m. Anyways, we're trying to document some electricity anomalies. You'll see the tri-field is set to electricity only. So normally this would be baselined out at 0 except for near appliances. The problem is that we're seeing these levels of electricity readings on the tri-field meter pretty much throughout the house from what I'm seeing. And so we're just going to document that. EMF levels are baselining between 2 and 4, which is above normal, but not a lot above normal. 4 is just what I would consider almost high background. But these electrical readings should be pretty much 0, except for near appliances. And as you can see, we're just in the middle of a room and maintaining these high electricity readings. Now I'm in the living room, and we'll document that. And as we walk through, in the living room, it does die down a little bit. But as you go more towards the kitchen, it could just be bad grounding on the wires, but if it's just the kitchen, I want to document that. Nancy, but it's not. We're by the front door, and it's doing it again. I mean, that wiring's been gutted. Very high electricity readings, pegging the meter in places as we go down the hall.
A little bit unusual.
Yeah. And here, there's nothing in here. I mean, everything's unplugged.
Yeah.
Christmas lights are not going to do that.
Especially when they're not even plugged in.
You're right. Yeah, if it's bad grounding, it's seriously bad grounding. So I just want to document that throughout the house. It does seem strongest in the kitchen, but it's doing a lot in the halls. It shouldn't be jumping around like this on the electrical setting at all. And throughout the house. Right there. Yeah, sure there's outlets there, but we walked through lots of houses and never had this happen before. This should be reading 0 throughout the house.
Is it possible that human energy that is that potent and that disturbed would cause a rift in the energy?
When we're validating, and I will do that, when we're validating between, a lot right there. That's a bathroom. That's pretty darn unusual.
Yeah, I thought I'd find Brian growing marijuana.
Look at that.
I know you did.
The garage.
Our electricity bill is so high, he said he thought he was gonna find him
Yeah,
right there in the garage.
right.
It is,
Doing it in here.
theirs will be 200 and something, and ours will be.
And it really goes nuts in the kitchen.
90.
But there's something with the electricity that might need to, maybe just an electrician.
I don't know.
He's gonna get some.
I think that you should advise getting an electrician to check this out because there could be something that is man-made that is causing the flux.
Because we're reading
And that would make you feel a little woozy in here too if
It
there's
would.
too much electricity that's not grounded properly.
And this is the
It would make you feel very.
document on EMF, on magnetic, just slightly above background. We're hitting 4s in some places. 4 is still pretty low. It's above background, but it's not a lot above background. 2 would be considered background. I don't know what the electricity is about in here though. And we're seeing this throughout the house, the spiking between 2 and 4. That was because I turned.
I don't,
But
I don't
there was a sunspot there. So I just wanted to document.
Proximity. There's proximity.
Oh, you're getting the proximity alarm.
And this threshold. What's going on in this
How
threshold?
far are you from the threshold? Okay, I'm gonna.
Right here.
No, it shouldn't be going off in the middle of the doorway like that.
I'll document that if I can.
I gotcha.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I did the EMF.
Okay, let's see what happens again. Probably won't this time now.
Alright.
Hello? What am I walking through?
I don't have a good explanation for those levels of just static electricity right in the middle of the air though.
I just don't understand what's happening.
No.
That's an odd thing. Although I very, very distinctly and very potently feel that older gal
Yeah.
in this house, that she is so upset and so disappointed
Yeah.
and so just disgruntled about everything. And she seems like the type that would keep a clean home, that would be very detailed with her decorations, like love to decorate, love to enter, like have the, thank you, it's a good validation. She liked to have the holidays, you know, perfect and beautiful. She seemed creative, like she would make things and part of the decor. And right now she is so upset. She's really upset. So getting a little validation. The proximity sensor, for that to go off, that means something has to break this right here.
Right.
You have to.
And you can see
touch it.
how close you have to be to it before it'll go off right there, right about there.
Yeah.
So,
So if I'm just standing here and it's beeping at me while I'm talking about her,
It's odd.
I tend to take that as some sort of interaction or confirmation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Odd.
We're gonna refresh the spiritual part of the space, and then this house is gonna be made beautiful again. Okay? I promise everything's gonna be fine, and you can be at peace. You don't have to worry about it. They're gonna take care of it. Okay? Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna take care of this.
And I think that salting, and in this case gridding, would help lock down that static electricity that seems to permeate the entire house.
You can't. I don't know if a grid, because that's just really to keep stuff out. I
Yeah.
mean,
Of course, I didn't bring my shovel. I
yeah. I mean, a salt. I didn't bring the big thing of salt. Do you have your backup salt?
didn't bring the backup kit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
But our
know.
stuff is 4 minutes away
Yeah,
too.
I just don't know that that's really, because that's
Not
to
even
keep
that.
entities out. That's not the problem. This is human.
Well, I want to do
energy.
something to counteract the electricity is my thought process, because it's the house is filled with static electricity.
Yeah, they need an electrician.
Well, if the
I can get
depending on the cause of it,
If
yeah.
I can get the spiritual energy pushed out, that should really help quite
All right.
quite a great deal.
And we could even we're right down the street. We
Yeah.
could always come back, and if we do the cleansing and we're still feeling weird in here, then we can definitely
We can add more layers.
We can amp it up with
We can do a heavy layer today.
with an
and
anchoring,
then
yeah.
we can add more layers if you still
yeah,
find
because we're right
that
down.
it's not
We're
perfect.
definitely right down the street, so it's not a problem. All right, you want to go into the cleansing then?
Maybe.
Yeah. And it was funny. I got almost nothing on the eddy meter throughout the house.
It's as if she wants to, like,
Do you want to talk to her?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I think she's kind of showing me what her problem is. She's just really upset.
Yeah.
We always called her Mama Jakes.
Oh, okay.
You brought the spirit box, didn't you?
I did. I just, seems like that might be a little dramatic. I don't want to upset.
Very, yeah. Whatever you want to do.
I think she just kind of feels a little discontent with
Yeah.
with things right now, and would like things to be made beautiful again.
Yeah. All right.
She's just very discontent. But I would definitely suggest on the natural side of things, definitely hiring an electrician. for sure.
I'm just not convinced that it's
So,
coming out of the outlets or anything. I'm not convinced that the whole house has static electricity. And
it does. I mean, but that could be
Yeah.
given off by.
Yeah, no, we have to figure out the source of it
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
source could be a natural source, and
Yeah, it's possible.
Some of it's her that she's the older lady is
Yeah.
just really mad. She's really not happy with the way things are. She's not amused
Yeah.
whatsoever, and so she's really desperate for it to be restored.
Highest readings.
So before you keeps complaining.
So we're documenting that we're still on electric setting here. And we are documenting after a full walkthrough of holy water and smudging. What'd you smudge with?
I smudge with sage, cedar, palo santo, sweetgrass, and yerba santa.
Okay, good job. With that, and with red brick dust, we're seeing the same jumping around of electrical readings at drastically reduced numbers. Instead of jumping to between 10 and 25, we're now jumping to between 4 and 10 microteslas. Drastically reduced numbers. It's still jumping around, and it's gonna for 24 to 488 hours. Look at that. This is why we document our meter walkthroughs. Drastically reduced numbers. On the same setting, on the same day. And it is jumping around. It's still reading that static electricity permeating through the house. We have advised the owners to seek an electrician and make sure there aren't any physical explanations for these kind of readings. The only thing that is different from the previous readings is that we've gone through the house with holy water from Lourdes, France, a Native American and South American blend of smudge, and red brick dust, which I felt the red brick dust would help counteract the electrical readings that we were getting.
And I heard toot, toot. And finally I looked, and there's this, 50-year-old guy with a beard in a pickup. And he's looking out the window, he says, I like your tats. No, is that what he said? No, I like your ink. And it took me a minute. I didn't even get it, or didn't know that he noticed it.
The tri-field meter is jumping around at dramatically reduced levels. Dramatically reduced levels.
It's a lot better now.
It's not going past 10.
Woohoo!
It was going. It was
I
going.
like success.
It was over double that. It was at 25 before we started.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, be darned.
And I documented that. And I always like to address naysayers. There's nothing wrong with the battery. Let's do a battery test of the tri-field. Batteries are good to go.
Okay.
We've documented dramatically reduced static electricity levels in the home after a full cleansing done by
Me!
our wonderful leader, Melissa.
No, I am fully aware that even when there are some natural causes for things in a home, there are oftentimes paranormal causes that go hand in hand with that. And we have very clearly documented that just a real hearty, light, good energy blessing has made a profound difference in this space.
Yeah.
In just a short, we've only been here just an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And we've already made a dent. We've cut it in half. And so we know that it takes about 24 to 48 hours.
Correct.
For a cleansing to fully absorb into the space and for the energy to sort of swirl down and settle down, kind of like confetti after a concert.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for the confetti to lower. The fact that it cut in half in just that short of time, within 24 hours, I bet it's going to baseline even more.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm really comforted by that and really excited about that. That means that this house can start to get really rehabbed and love reinfused in the space. And something that I started hearing as the cleansing was getting closer to over was a ton of hummingbird activity out there.
That's your, like, one of your good luck tokens.
Yeah, that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
That represents for me some energy that's personal to me. So I'm really super comforted by hearing more and more of that. I'm like, oh, okay, so we're starting to infuse some better energy near here, and maybe over time, with a few repairs, making sure the electrical is functioning properly, all of that, just making sure everything's working well. I think the light and the love can come back into this space again.
Our job was to tamp down any paranormal causes, all the negativity, all the anger that was left in this house by the previous tenants. I kind of feel like we've done that. 24 to 48 hours, all of that will start to dissipate.
Absolutely.
And now the owners can go forward with the repairs that are needed.
Yeah,
Definitely there's holes in the drywall and stuff. So, repairs will needed. Have an electrician out. Make sure that, tamp down any physical causes for these kind of readings. Mm-hmm. And we get this place renovated and get it rented. And that's what we're here. That's what we're here to help with today.
I think we've really documented some really interesting things, and just those Mel hits when I was talking to the gal that I feel that's wandering around the space that really loved this space and was really disappointed by the issues here.
Yeah.
I think she's kind of feeling a little bit encouraged
She's
too.
like, oh wait.
Yeah, she feels like a little bit of hope too.
Yeah.
So we're giving hope to the living, we're giving hope to the positive spirits here, and we're slowly washing away the human energy that just, it doesn't serve the purpose anymore. People are in our lives for a reason or a season or a lifetime, and the season that came before is now moving into something else, and hopefully this home can have a new start.